Alright guys, hello and welcome to another poorly produced video by me, the Roach Rider. I'm going to show you today how to clean your your air filter, and how to empty your oil drain plug from your air box. So tools that you'll need are an Allen wrench, needle nose pliers, a screwdriver, and for the way I re-oil the filter I use a plastic bag and some leftover motor oil. So first thing you want to do, you want to come over to the right side, and again, or not again, this is on a Ninja 250, 2008 and up. You want to come take this Allen bolt off really quick. Alright, so I got that off, and now this plastic fairing will just pop right out. Alright, because it's held on by little plastic brackets like that. Alright, now your airbox cover is exposed. You want to take off those 3 screws. Ooh. Alright, now that those are off, your airbox cover is ready to come off. And your air filter is exposed. So you want to just come in, pinch it like that, pull it out. Alright, as you can see, mine's a little dirty, so we're going to go clean it real quick. To get this plastic piece off, which you're also going to want to clean, you just need to separate these 2 ends apart, and it just comes apart like that. Alright, there you go. Now we're ready to clean the air filter. Alright, so now you want to just take some liquid soap, just put a little bit on both ends, both sides. Work it in there, get it nice and wet. Alright, and when you're washing your filter, you want to make sure when you wring it out, you want to just squeeze it, don't twist it, because if you twist it, you run the risk of ripping the air filter, and you really don't want to do that. So you might want to lather, rinse, and repeat a couple times with this. Just make sure you get it really clean. So if you have it out already, you might as well do a good job. So I'm going to wash that a little better, and you can also wash these 2 pieces with soap and water, get everything nice and clean. Alright, one little trick you can use to really get the soap in there nice and good without damaging your filter, you can put it on and just kind of scrub it between the 2 of your hands like that. It'll spread it around, and it'll work the soap in there nice and deep. Alright, and when you're done cleaning it, you can take your filter, wrap it in some paper towels or a regular towel, and just give it a little squeeze. Try to soak up the rest of that water. It'll just help it dry off a lot faster. Okay, so after you do that, you want to let your filter dry off for a little while. Maybe use a blow dryer to help speed up the process if you want. And then we're going to come over to our bag and our oil, and what I'm going to do is just pour a little bit, like maybe a cap full of oil. And again, just a note on the oil, they make oil that's specific for motorcycle air filters, but from what I've read, it's not super important to use it. You just basically, the reason for the oil is to you oil up the filter to help the filter catch any particles that are flowing through it. It just kind of, because oil is a little sticky, so it helps stuff stick to the filter rather than go right through into your engine. So I just used some leftover non-synthetic motor oil that I had from a scooter, but if you want, you can buy regular motor oil. And I'm sorry, I said regular motor oil, I meant air filter oil. Right, so I don't know, oh boy, I don't know if you can see that, but I poured some oil in there. I'm just going to work it around with my hand. Try to distribute it throughout the bag so that when I put the filter in there, it won't all be in one spot. Okay, so the filter's in there. Now, you want to do this with 2 hands, which I can't really do. but just pick it up and just use both hands, and kind of in a similar motion that you use to work the soap into your filter. You just want to work that oil in the same way. Okay, so just for the record, I used 2.5 capfuls of oil, and it feels like it's nice and oiled up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this plastic back on. As you see, there's on each piece there's one part that's raised in the middle and one part that just has a hole. Obviously, you want to put those opposite each other. So you want to come over to your air filter. See how there's 2 holes? Find one hole and put it through that post. Come on. Alright, so it's through on one side. Find the other post. Put it through the hole from the other side. And then to snap it in, you just want to come to the side that has the hole and push from the top. Flip it over and do the same thing. Right? And then you're ready to come here, put your oil filter back in. Or actually, it's always a good idea to clean this hole over here. If you want, you could, my hands don't really fit here, which most people's won't. You can get a screwdriver and get a towel and use the screwdriver to do what my hand is doing, but mine isn't all that dirty, so I'm not really gonna go crazy. But yeah, it's never a bad idea to clean your airbox out a little bit. Alright, so now we're gonna grab our filter, and it doesn't matter which way you put it in, it is symmetrical. You might need to pinch it from the forward side. Slide it right back in, and you're good to go to put all your plastic, your airbox cover on, and your fairing back on. Alright, so I went ahead and put all that stuff back on. It's obviously just the reverse of the way you did it before. If you can't handle screws and bolts, then you probably shouldn't be doing anything on your bike by yourself without a mechanic. But now I'm going to show you a commonly overlooked step, which I already took care of yesterday, but just to show you where it is. In the owner's manual, it mentions an oil drain plug in the air filter section, and if you come over here on the left side, it's just about between these 2 bolts. It's right about here. It's kind of right about there. It's kind of tucked back in there a little bit, but there you go. Here you can see that little amber looking guy over there. That's just a little nipple that's connected to your airbox, and if you can do it with your hands, but it's easier if you get a pair of needle nose pliers. Just grab the tip of that, pull it out, and you can see, looks like yeah, I just cleaned this out yesterday, but this is connected to a hose that goes to your airbox, and any dirt, that excess oil that picks up dirt and stuff, it gets drained from your air filter into this little nipple. So yesterday this was full up about like halfway, maybe not quite halfway, but so yeah, when you clean your oil filter, your air filter, you just want to check that. And to put it back, all you do is just find the spot where it was and just push it back in. Really simple, but you want to make sure that it's push it nice and tight, because you don't want that to fall out. Otherwise, drips of oil will start dripping down here and might get on your tires. It won't be that bad of a disaster. It won't be a disaster at all, but you just want to make sure it's on there tight. So there you go, guys. That is how you clean your oil filter. Alright, rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Until next time.